Well, just a warning for today's broadcast. I am in a mood. I really am in a mood. The most powerful, richest top 1%ers in the entire globe have decided to gather together yet again, this time in Lisbon, Portugal, in order to decide all the fate of humanity, even though no one elected them into office or gave them any kind of official say. You see, they are going to use their big money and power to lobby all of our congressional leaders all over the globe to make sure you're towing the communist authoritarian line, where these top 1%, the Henry Kissingers, the Anthony Faucis of the world, are at the very top, and us little peons, by the way, are not invited to the party. Nope, we just get to reap the benefits of these tyrannical scumbags. Well, I'm talking about the Bilderberg Group and the meeting that was just concluded, I believe, on Sunday of this week. Now, if you've been following me for some time, then you already know I have been calling attention to these globalist groups who are meeting in secret. And yet again, this has happened, and you're not going to believe not only what's on the agenda, but also who attended and what I believe they could have in store in the very near future, especially for 2024. I am livid. I really am livid because I'm sick of these people dictating things for our country when no one elected them into office. And all they got to do is pour a little money into so-and-so's campaign or whatever, or to the FBI, fill in the blank, and everybody bows and does their bidding, and I'm sick of it. We have to get the right people in, one of those being, I believe, Donald J. Trump. But before I dive in, check out my sponsor, preparewithlisa.com. If you don't have food storage, now is absolutely the time to get it. And right now, you can secure your survival with $200 off of a 3-month emergency food supply kit. And here's the food supply kit here. They've got breakfast, lunch, dinners, and a 25-year shelf life. There's also one here at the bottom for a 2-week emergency food kit supply. I actually just bought that one for my father for his birthday, but it makes a nice gift. Get to preparewithlisa.com and check that out today and make sure you and your family have the food that you need in case of disaster. Want more information? Click that more button or click in the description box below. All right, so let's dive into, well, the latest on this Bilderberg meeting that just concluded. Let's go straight to the source. How about the Bilderberg website here? And here it is, Bilderberg meeting, and this is on bilderbergmeetings.org. And here it is, the 69th Bilderberg meeting to take place the 18th through the 21st of May in Lisbon, Portugal. And here are their topics of discussion, and they change them each and every single year, but this is a very important thing to focus on. Number one, AI. I believe that is on the list because, as you're going to see in a moment, there is CEOs from all kinds of technological organizations, from Google to Microsoft, many of those deeply involved AI personnel. And I believe that AI is a huge threat to humanity. I've been exposing that. Not only is it going to put a lot of people out of jobs, but I also believe that we could have, some say iRobot type of scenario, maybe not exactly that, but if we continue on the path, who knows what these AI technologies are going to do. Now, the reason I believe it's on the list for the Bilderberg is because whatever they can do to give themselves more power and control, well, AI can definitely do that for them. So I believe that's part of their agenda. Then we also have the banking system, because our global system, they believe, they've talked about this a lot, and I'm just sharing information from their own sources and what they've talked about over the years. I believe that entails they want a cashless society and, of course, a central bank digital currency with which all these elitist scumbags have been talking about over the years. This is not something we want here in the United States because it will usher in complete control and Book of Revelation style scenario. Okay, this is not what we want. Then they also have China. That's like clockwork on there every year. So is Russia. At least one of those two is on every year. But then we also have energy transition. In other words, they want to move us into the green agenda. Why do they want to move you into a green agenda? Because that's where they put their money, and that's more money into their pockets. Go green, go battery, go let's do windmills. Hey, let's just look the other way at the windmills, killing the birds and doing only God knows what to the ground. And hey, not to mention all the whales. there in the ocean. But hey, let's go there. Or how about the green energy, your solar panels and your batteries that need so many minerals to keep up that we would basically be crapping money over to China. Well, that's all a part of the plan. I believe that's why China and energy transition are together. They want the entire world to look like what China is right now. Then they have Europe, fiscal challenges, India, industrial policy and trade, NATO, interesting. And I believe that's on there because of what's going on globally regarding the war, transnational threats, Ukraine, of course. And then here at the bottom, and this is the most important one, I believe, specifically for us here in the United States, and it's U.S. leadership. Okay, remind me again, why would the Bilderbergs, a group of people who we didn't elect with a lot of money and power, be talking about our leadership? What on earth do they have to do with our leadership? We do know that this radical group of elitists, they don't like Donald J. Trump. Could this be like some kind of attack mode? We can't allow this radical guy to get into office. We have to make sure we're pumping and pushing for, we're pushing for Biden or whoever. I mean, really? I think this is a straight up push at Donald J. Trump and kind of a wink and a nod. They got lots of lobby money. They got lots of power. Is this are they concocting some kind of scheme against a potential 2024 candidate? It's my opinion. And that scheme could be a million different things. Oh, we're going to make him look bad. We're going to buy millions of commercials. We're going to fund here. Who knows? They're already crapping money against Donald J. Trump as much as they literally can. At least many of the Soros types here in the United States of America. But this is what is on their agenda. And mind you, they keep all these discussions are about major issues. Look here, they admit that on their site. It says the Bilderberg Medium is a forum for informal discussions about major issues. Now, if they didn't have any pull on any of these major issues, why would they spend so much money and go and meet in secret and have these secret meetings? Why? Why would they do that if they didn't have discussions that could make impacts on major issues? And they absolutely can. Right? And the participants are free to use the information received, but neither identity nor the affiliation of the speaker nor any other participant may be revealed. In other words, it's all hush, hush, quiet. Nobody needs to know about it. And they're all pre-agreed upon positions or whatever. That's still odd. U.S. leadership. Why are we even allowing something like that to transcribe? The next question is, who the hell is going to be at this thing, right? Well, they do tell you some, not all, by the way. So some of the participation list is leaked, and here it is. Oh, right at the top, Stacey Abrams. We all know her, CEO there, Stacey Abrams. She's been at a lot of different things. And then we have Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, because they're going to have some of that OpenAI discussion there. Then we also have, and I'm just scrolling through, I'm not going to hit all of these. We have VP of the EU, Group Executive Chair there. And then we have Chair and CEO of, well, there it is, Pfizer Chair and CEO, and President of the World Economic Forum right there as well. Scrolling down just a little bit more, we have the Prime Minister and a Deputy Prime Minister there as well. Moving on just a little bit, we have CEO of DeepMind, yet another kind of AI. We have Green Power for Denmark. Oh, and of course, you've got your journalist, The Economist here. We've got another Prime Minister, another technological agency here, scrolling down a little bit. And here's this guy that's on the list each and every single year, Henry Kissinger. Of course he is. And then the Carnegie Endowment there, Hoover Institution, Stanford University, and a couple more there that you can see. Moving down a little bit, we have more prime ministers, President of the European Parliament there, Editor-in-Chief of The Economist, global economist there, President of Monday Associates LLC, and oh, there we go, CEO of Microsoft Corporation and Rainier Group as well. So lots of people. And then here's one more little list for you I want to show. Eric Schmidt, former CEO and chair of Google. Of course, Google is going to be there. We have Secretary General there of NATO. That's why they're going to be talking about NATO. That's funny. And then, of course, we have Peter Thiel there as well. And just a few others. You can kind of see Goldman Sachs president there, John there, and just a few more at the bottom. So that's at least the admitted people, the names that they admit to. So CEO, Microsoft, prime ministers, NATO, journalists. What are they concocting? Well, good question. I think we know exactly what they're concocting. We don't have to look very far other than Agenda 2030, the United Nations Sustainable Development, because all of it fits like a glove to their agenda. All of it is going to accomplish them on top with us little peons being their slaves, where they get the ACs, the meat, they get all the goodies of life. And we at the bottom get our ACs regulated, our heaters regulated, our cars regulated, our dishwashers, our washing machines, our refrigerators, the whole 9 yards. We get to get told how much of a radius we're allowed to drive in these 15-minute cities, and God forbid you go out, because you only get to go out so many times per year. And hey, you can't even be driving those, helicopters or planes anymore. You got to stay home because it's getting the environment dirty. But us peons can still take us leaders can still take our big old jets. That's the kind of dystopian world they want you to live in. Do as I say, not as I do, or we're all gonna die. Yeah, okay. They said that 100 times over, but I digress. I don't know. All I know is, I'm going to keep up with what they're doing and keep you guys in on the loop on what's going on. Anyhow, please make sure you are still subscribed to my channel here on YouTube. YouTube's been removing people en masse, so hit that sub button. And then if you would, please check on that subscribe button. Just make sure when you click it, you go up to the all and make sure the all notification is checked. Otherwise, you will not get any of my notifications. Unfortunately, that's how YouTube has been working lately with my channel. Anyhow, I love all of you. I'm Lisa Haven signing out.